Good morning. Welcome to the weekend. I'm meteorologist Kevin Smith here at the National Weather Service in Pocatello with another edition of your weather hazard briefing. This is Saturday, May 25th. A few things going on, as there usually are in the world of weather, going through the next few days. First, we do have a new low pressure system moving into the region today, and that is going to bring some morning shower activity. Should be fairly light. We'll see some afternoon isolated to scattered thunderstorm activity, and we'll see breezy conditions. It's going to be another one of those scenarios where we're not looking at a massive widespread threat to life and property out of any of this, but there will be some nuisance weather out there for some of you who have specific concerns. Thunderstorms are most likely from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. Looks like the favored window today, particularly across the eastern central mountains. I think particularly as you get east of, let's say, the Big Lost River Valley. The upper Snake Highlands as you head up toward Clark and Fremont counties, the eastern highlands, basically I-15 to the Wyoming border, and then down across the south, really from I-15 east to Bear Lake. Those are the areas where we may see more scattered thunderstorm activity, but we can't rule out an isolated afternoon thunderstorm or a shower just about anywhere across the forecast area. That'll include the eastern Magic Valley and Snake Plains, so do bear that in mind. Breezy, we're not thinking we're going to quite hit wind advisory criteria over a broad area, but we have met our lake wind advisory criteria. That's a lower threshold for winds creating hazardous waves on the reservoir. So lake wind advisory, American Falls Reservoir in effect today, 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. Certainly keep that in mind if you're looking to head out and do any recreation or anything out on the water, in addition to keeping an eye out for any thunderstorms that may pop up this afternoon. Once we get this system kicked out of here tonight, we'll trend drier, warming trend also for Sunday and Monday, but should be very nice both days. Dry across the region, lighter winds. Warmest on Tuesday, we're still forecasting 80s. I'll show you the updated graphic here in a moment, but we are still expecting isolated thunderstorms to return to the forecast by Tuesday, and that'll probably kick off a 2 to 3 day period, kind of a system number 2, so to speak. A little bit of uncertainty on exact timing and some of the details, but at least by Tuesday, isolated thunderstorms may be a better chance as we get into Wednesday with that system working through. Weather risk outlook, very easy to see where the break is in between systems. Sunday and Monday, other than some breezy conditions on Sunday still for the Snake Plain, the eastern Magic Valley, down toward the Raft River. Maybe a lingering shower or 3 up toward Island Park and Driggs, but other than that, 2 very nice, very quiet days in between systems. Before that, we've got today, again, breezy conditions across the region, morning showers, some afternoon thunderstorms, and on the other side, that next system coming in, very warm conditions Tuesday, particularly for our lower elevation population centers here, and then isolated thunderstorms to go along with that, expanding into more widespread showers and thunderstorms for Wednesday, along with a little bit of uptick in wind again. So very typical Idaho weather conditions here for our spring systems moving through. Not many watches, warnings, or advisories out this morning. We do have the lower Snake River Plain shaded in brown here. That is representing our lake wind advisory for American Falls Reservoir. And again, that's 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. today. Current satellite loop showing some cloud cover moving in with that storm system we're expecting today. It'll be a mix of sun and clouds depending on where you are and when you're looking up to the sky as we go over the course of the day. And the more cloud cover we see may actually damper a little bit of the afternoon thunderstorm activity, but assuming we get some breaks in the clouds, get some sunshine, get some heating going on, our models are indicating there will be enough instability, at least to support those thunderstorms, and not expecting severe weather, but maybe some gusty winds or some small hail out of a few of the stronger cells. You can see the very early stages of this on the current radar loop this morning as of about 5 a.m. Few very light showers showing up on radar here, moving into the region from the southwest, and this will be characteristic of the morning hours here for everyone. Just some light hit and miss rain showers for the first half of the day. Low temperatures this morning running quite a bit warmer. Looking up at our display here at the office, we are at 47 degrees as of 5 a.m. at the Pocatello Airport. So we do not have a frost advisory out this morning as we've had for a couple days now, but generally readings in the far, far upper 30s to low 40s, particularly up our main agricultural corridor here in the eastern Magic Valley and Snake Plain. And then we're headed toward high temperatures today that'll actually be just a couple degrees cooler than yesterday. Again, more cloud cover, few of those showers, some afternoon thunderstorms that'll damper our heating just a touch. And you can see here we're still getting into the mid to upper 50s and some lower 60s, depending on where you are. Again, here's a severe weather outlook for today. Not expecting a setup that's favorable for widespread severe weather. Of course, if we have thunderstorms, they're always capable of producing lightning. And based on our parameters today, may see a stronger cell or two produce some gusty winds or some small hail. So your usual kind of garden variety thunderstorm hazards here as we go through the afternoon. And even if you're further west in the eastern Magic Valley or Snake Plain, and even though most of you in those areas probably won't see much in the way of shower and thunderstorm activity today as a whole, still be on the lookout for an isolated storm at some point. Can't completely rule it out through the day. Here's a look at those winds. Sustained wind speeds over here on the left, coming out of the west-southwest. Pretty good coverage here at the lower elevations of about 20 to 25 miles an hour, so noticeably breezy, but not terribly out of pocket. And then over here on the right, wind gusts overlaid on top. Anywhere you see the yellow, orange, or red shading, we're looking at wind gusts of 30 to 40 miles an hour. Again, up the eastern Magic Valley and Snake Plain, also down into Cassia County and the Raft River region along I-84, looking for the strongest gusts in those areas. Lake wind advisory out for this, but broadly, I think the winds will come in just a little low for issuing a more widespread wind advisory today. Stepping ahead to Sunday, we kick this system out of here. It's headed out into the Central Plains. We'll add just a few degrees, maybe 5 degrees or so to our high temperatures. So you can see 68 out in Twin Falls and Jerome, 65, 66 up toward Idaho Falls and Rexburg, 61 in Stanley, 58 in Driggs. Not a bad day at all. Going to be really pleasant springtime temperatures here. Not too hot. For those of us who aren't excited yet about really warm temperatures, but be a little bit better than what we're seeing today. And there should be some sunshine out there, which will help quite a bit as well on Sunday. Weaker winds as well. Here's Monday. I'm going to toggle here. Sunday again. Stepping forward to Monday. So we gain some spots almost 10 degrees. We see some 70s returning to the forecast here across the eastern Magic Valley and up the Snake Plain, all the way up to Chalice and Salmon, 77, your forecast high for Monday. Not seeing any 80s yet, but very solid springtime, pleasant weather conditions here with these temperatures. And again, quiet, dry, light winds otherwise on Monday. Tuesday. Remember, we're going to introduce maybe a few isolated thunderstorms by afternoon, but despite that, I'm going to click ahead here. You can compare these temperatures. 80s now in the forecast for Tuesday. No big change here from what we showed you yesterday. Low 80s extending all the way up across the INL to the Idaho Falls and Rexburg area. And then down in the eastern Magic Valley, some mid 80s, 85, 86, 87, your forecast high temperatures. And even places like Island Park, Stanley, Driggs, Montpelier, getting well into the 70s for afternoon high temperatures on Tuesday. So one of our warmer days of the year so far. Again, be on the alert Tuesday afternoon, extending onward into Wednesday for a return to some shower and thunderstorm activity. And that's really it here for your weather hazard briefing this morning. If you have questions, comments, or concerns for us, please reach out. Everyone have a wonderful weekend.